Akira, welcome to my channel. This is the first book haul that I'm doing on this channel. This past week I've been accumulating these packages, mostly from Amazon, a couple from Pingo Books, and I've been saving it to open them all at once. There are 3 books I'm waiting for, but I just could not wait anymore. There are 2 that are supposed to be here later today, but it's not giving me like an update on what time. It's just saying it's out for delivery. So I guess if they come within the next 20 minutes I'm filming this, we'll open them. It just says arriving by 10 p.m. today, but I have some time now and I just can't wait anymore. And I want to start reorganizing my bookshelf so bad, but I was waiting because I knew I was going to do a giant book haul. So these are the 2 books that are coming later today. It's Tutoring the Player by Rebecca Genshak, which I've been wanting to read for like a year or 2 and I just haven't picked it up. The other one is The Secret to Dating Your Best Friend's Sister by Megan Quinn, which I did read that on my Kindle, so I just wanted the physical copy. I'd say about half of these books are ones that I already read from Kindle Unlimited and I just wanted the physical copy, and then half are ones that aren't on Kindle Unlimited. Well, some of them are, but they're part of the series that I've started reading. So, half I've already read, half I haven't read yet. And then there's one I just pre-ordered that comes out tomorrow, and it will be here tomorrow. That is Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. Let's get started. So the first 2, I had some credit on my Pingo Books account from selling books, so basically I didn't even buy these because I just used my credit. I'm gonna start with this one. The first one I got was Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have not read this yet, but it is one of TJR's more recent releases, which the other 3 of her most recent releases I've given 5 stars, so this was my next pick to read from her before I go into the backlist of older releases. And this one connects with the other 3 because of Mr. Migriva, I believe. So I'm excited to get to this one. Definitely this summer, probably next month. I'm using crochet blanket squares that I haven't put together yet to use as like a little podium so you can see the books. We're gonna make a stack right here. Our first thriller of the haul, Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I don't know much about this. I think it's like this woman's daughter went missing, but then she meets this guy and he has a daughter, and his daughter looks eerily similar to her daughter, I think. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people talk about this. I think I have one more mystery book in this haul. Mostly is romance. Just forewarning. The first Amazon bag. I did open this just because I knew what was in this bag and I just wanted to see I just wanted to see it, honestly. Because I did not expect it to be this thick, and holy crap, the text is so small. The text in this is so small. Okay, good thing I read on the Kindle because I would not have fun reading this. Mile High by Liz Tomford, the first book in the Windy City series about a flight attendant and a hockey player, and she's the flight attendant for the hockey team's private jet. So I have already read that. Now onto the boxes. You can't see them, but they're literally right in front of me. Okay, this is literally plastic wrapped inside the box. This book is massive. This is A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. I read this about a year ago now, probably. I don't remember much of what it was about, but I gave it 4 stars, I think. So I just wanted a physical copy, and I love this cover very much. It's very pretty to me. This is the only Monica Murphy book that I have read, so someone give me some more recommendations. I know this is like part of a companion series, I think. The Lancaster Prep series, is that part of this? I'm freaking out over this being in my hands. Finally, this is Our Right to Forever by Julia Olivia, the 3rd book in the Honeywood Fun Park series. I was gonna order it from her website to get it signed because I have the first 2 books in the series signed, but I didn't want to wait for it to get here. Based in a theme park / the town surrounding a theme park, and they all like work in the theme park or around it. This one is Marriage of Convenience. This currently is my favorite book in the series that I've finished. At the moment, I'm arc reading the 4th book in the series, and I have a feeling it might be my favorite, but until I finish that, this has been my favorite in the series so far. One of my favorite reads of the year so far. And also, when you put the covers all together, like the little, where the 2 colors of the background separates, it makes a roller coaster when you put them all together, which is the coolest thing ever. I got a lot of Megan Quinn books because I read a lot of her books on Kindle Unlimited and I just don't own them. I own all 3 of the Kane Brothers books and I've read them, and then a couple weeks ago I got Vacation Wars at Barnes, but I haven't read yet, and then I got those 3 little words. I think this is technically like book 2 in a companion series. I haven't read the other 2 books. Not my favorite Megan Quinn book, but I don't think it's my least favorite either. So I think the lowest I've rated is 3-star for one of her books. I don't remember which one it was. This is part of the Vancouver Agitator series. That's what it is. The covers for this series was just recently revamped because there used to be just a picture of a man on this cover, and that's why I didn't buy it sooner. So I'm happy with this. And then I got these 2. This is the first one, right? Is it? I'm confused because the covers of these changed too, so I'm used to the other man covers. This is just me not knowing what I bought. Royally Not Ready by Megan Quinn. I read this last year. This came out last year. I read it like right after it came out. Like I said, they changed the covers of these, which I didn't hate the other cover because it had like this title part with the heart, and it's just a man sitting in a chair. It wasn't that bad. It was like the Kane Brothers books, which I kind of liked those covers, and now they're getting a revamp, so I'm honestly kind of glad I have the old ones. But if the new ones are cool, then I might have to buy them. After the Kane Brothers books, this is probably my favorite Megan Quinn book. I'm pretty sure this girl doesn't know she's royalty or like a princess or something, because I think it was marketed as like Princess Diaries meets something else. So this bodyguard guy, I think, comes to get her, and he's taking her back, and she's getting put through training in like a secluded area before she gets taken to the castle. So Princess Diaries-ish. So I have read this one, and then we have Royally in Trouble, the second book in this little series. This came out a couple weeks ago actually. This one, I was very confused because I thought it was about, like when she first announced it, I thought she said it was about 2 other characters in this book, like 2 of the side characters we saw. But then she's been posting like scene snippet teasers of the couple in this book. So I don't really know what it is because I haven't read it yet. Okay, I'm very confused, but I guess I will find out when I'm reading. So I guess it is the same couple. I don't really know. And then I got another series. I got the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver. So this one is Flawless. This is the first book in the series, and I have read this one. She's a bull rider, and she is like a PR person. Her dad is the guy's agent, I think, and then she gets sent to stay with him to like help him boost up his image. Didn't totally love it. I gave it 3.5 stars. So far it's my least favorite in the series, even though I've only read 2. The second one is definitely my favorite. I give it 3.5 stars. And then we have Powerless. This is the 3rd book in the series. But look, it came damaged. It's not that bad. I probably could glue it down, so I'm not that worried about it. First book follows 1 brother out of 3 in a family, and then they have a cousin. I think he's the cousin. 3rd book is about, and he's a hockey player. So this is a hockey romance, I think. I haven't gotten to this one yet. That was this box. On to the big one. This is the second Chestnut Springs book, Heartless. This is about the oldest brother in the family, Cade. He's a single dad, and also the best friend of the girl in the first book. And the guy needs like a babysitter nanny for his kid for the summer, so she helps him out. I give this 5 stars. Honestly, I could read it again right now. These books are huge. Holy wow. Okay. Zodiac Academy, book 1. I have read this one. It's like fantasy, kind of, but also a little bit of romance. There's like 10 books in this series. It's very intimidating. I've only read 1. But basically there's these twin girls, and they live in the human world, but there's another world, I think. I imagine it as Fate the Winx Saga on Netflix, because Zodiac Academy is a school, so like I pictured the Winx Saga school and like training area as the training area in school in this book, and they get taken there, and like every person who belongs in this world and at this school, they can control one of the elements or multiple elements, and that's like their magic. It's very interesting, and like I said, look at this cover. And these chapter pages, look. Stunning. And then I just went ahead and got book 2, because why not? So, haven't read this one yet. I honestly have no idea what this one's about. Also, I think when you like stack them, all of the books, I think they kind of make a rainbow, because this is red and this one's pink at the bottom. So that's going to look very pretty when I have them all. Alright, I'm going to do this one next because we've had too many romances. I got this. This is a little mystery. It's called Tell Me What Really Happened by Chelsea Sidoti. This is, I think, a YA mystery, I'm pretty sure. On Amazon it says for fans of Holly Jackson and Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Queen Holly Jackson shelf right here. Jennifer Lynn Barnes is behind the stack of these books. I freaking love Holly Jackson and the way her books are set up, at least the Good Girls Guide to Murder series. Five Survive didn't have that much extra stuff, but there's like interview clips and like notes and stuff. That's kind of what this one has too. So someone went missing in the woods, I guess. Next we have two books from another series, and that is The Edens by Daphne Perry. I read these back in January, I believe. Indigo Ridge is the first book in the Eden series about Wynn and Griffin. And Wynn is the new sheriff, or wants to become the new sheriff of Quincy, Montana. And then the Edens have this giant ranch, big property, and something happens while she's the new sheriff. So Wynn and Griffin are like trying to figure out what happened. I'm just now realizing I have actually read the majority of these already. I'm gonna do count at the end of what I have read and haven't. And then the second book, Juniper Hill. I've only read these two in the series, but I absolutely love this. This is 5 stars. This is another single parent romance. This one is about Knox Eden. He's a chef and has his own restaurant in Quincy. And then Memphis comes into the town with her baby because she is running away from something, but she needs a place to stay, and she's working for Knox's sister, another Eden, so she suggests she lives with Knox because he has an extra room. This is The Right Move by Liz Tomford, the second book in the Windy City series. Mile High down here we already talked about. This one is about the brother of the girl from Mile High and also her best friend. Basketball romance. This was my first basketball romance. I really liked it. This was so close to being a 5-star, but then something happened at the end that I just, no. And then the girl is also a flight attendant, but she needs a place to stay while they're in the off season, I think. Also fake dating for a bit. Last one is Runaway Groomsman by Megan Quinn. I love this cover. Just take a moment. I think this one was the girl was trying to renovate this inn because her dad or grandpa could no longer like do it. Hollywood screenwriter Sawyer Walsh ends up in this town and at this inn, and he like starts doing stuff to help her out. Yeah, I don't really remember this. I think this might be my least favorite Megan Quinn book I've read so far. Again, it was still 3.5 stars. I just think this is the one I would reach for to reread the least amount compared to the other ones. The last book of the haul. Here's the haul. I'm going to count how many total there are and then how many I've read versus how many I haven't read. 15, 16, 17, 18. Plus the 3 that are coming. 21 books. But I am okay with it because I have read most of them and I just wanted the physical copies to put on my shelf. I've read 12 out of 18, so that means there should be 6 that I haven't read in this stack. So I've read double of what I haven't read out of this haul, which I think is pretty good because I'm buying books that I have already read instead of just buying ones that are going to sit on my TBR for a while. It's going to fall over. So I'm going to end this video now. So thank you for watching this, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.